Alright, here we're going to do kind of an abbreviated of section 5.4, product to sum and sum to product formulas. You have all of these on your reference sheet. They're on the bottom right hand corner. We'll talk about product to sum first. A few things, again, since you're going to have this, it's really going to be beneficial to you. It's just really just following along as far as the formulas are concerned. But the big thing here is kind of if you forget it or you're not sure, kind of to see maybe the little tips and tricks as far as certain ones. Product to sum formula, what you hopefully you notice that anytime you have sine and cosine and they're the same, okay, and they're getting multiplied, that's why it's product to sum. So even though it's product to sum, there's still going to be a subtraction and an addition type problem. So whenever you, and this applies to all product to sum, if whatever your back value is, if your back value is sine, in both cases, it is going to be a subtraction problem. If it is cosine on the back side, it's going to be addition. Okay, so just a few tricks. Cosine, whatever's on the back side, that's going to tell you is it positive or is it negative. So then whenever we have values that are the same, so sine and sine, cosine and cosine, it's going to be cosines across the board. Whereas if they are different, then they will be then it's going to be sine and sine. So different is sine, same is going to be cosine. So whenever we do any of these, whenever we have product to sum formulas or using those, all we're going to do, so if I have sine of 8x times sine of 3x, so two sines on the back end, so it's going to fit up here with the first one. So I'm going to have 1/2 the bracket, and I'm going to go cosine of 8x minus 3x minus cosine of 8x plus 3x, close my bracket, and then really it just becomes from here. It's really up to you how much you want to do. If I rewrite it as cosine or 1/2 of cosine of 5x minus cosine of 11x, and then distributing that 1/2. If you want to distribute the 1/2 at the beginning, that's completely fine. So then I'm just going to have 1/2 cosine of 5x minus 1/2 cosine of 11x. It's really up to you as far as if you want to leave the parentheses around those or not. Kind of go from there. Same way then on letter B. So I have sine and then a cosine. So it fits here. They are different. It's going to fit the third one here. Okay, sine first, cosine second. So it's going to be an addition. So I'm going to have 1/2 bracket sine of my two values added together, so 4x plus x plus sine, since they're different, it's going to be sines across the board, 4x minus x, close the bracket, and then kind of go from there. Again, it's completely up to you. If you want to distribute that 1/2 to everything here, I have no issue in doing that. If you just want to kind of shortcut it and kind of do your math all at once and have 1/2 sine of 5x excuse me, plus 1/2 sine of 3x. That's completely up to you as far as how much or how little that you do everything.